my name is Anna Nordqvist. I'm from Sweden. I have been within the FIA for, let's see now, 5 years, I think, starting with Women in Motorsport and then entering as president for the eSport Commission. I run the Swedish Federation on a regular basis, also being the promoter for the Rally Sweden, WRC Rally Sweden. So that is what I do on a daily basis.
Welcome to Poland.
Thank you.
It's great to host you here.
My first time in Poland.
First time?
Yeah, my first time at the Central European Zone meeting as well.
And that's great.
Yeah.
How do you like it?
Well, I think, you know, being part of the meeting today, it's been very interesting. Since I am the coordinator as a FIA Vice President for Sport in Europe for the North European Zone, I feel it's, you know, it's quite different, you know, different needs, different challenges, and so it's been very interesting for me to be here and listening in to the ASNs and to the commissions of how they think we should run the sport forward. So very, very good, I must say.
And what can you say about the Polish motorsport? And we love motorsport. We have rallies, we have European rally championships here. We had the WRC and we want to.
Yeah, I heard.
Again.
Yeah, I heard.
That's,
I think there's a negotiation going on the WRC. You know, we're quite similar with the ASN in Sweden, which I run. Number of clubs, representatives, regions, and democracy structure and things like that. So it's very interesting to listening to Mikael and his needs and opportunities as well. So it's been very good.
There is a lot of opportunities in Poland. And Tom Christensen from Sweden, he won the championship, the Polish championship last year, the rally one. Very talented person.
Tom, very talented, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very talented.
Yeah, very nice guy.
Very nice,
yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Motorsport is developing in the shadow of Formula One, that's what we can say, which is experiencing the magical time, becoming a multimedia racing space around the globe. Could this be an asset for even greater interest in other motorsport disciplines?
Well, if I understand the question right, you know, I must say, you know, having 3 Formula Ones running in the US at this moment in 2023, and with US being such an important market, I believe, you know, it could be a trigger to actually develop and increase the interest of other motorsport as well. So I would say the answer is yes on that question.
And give some positive energy.
For sure.
And popularity as well.
For sure, yeah.
Using Formula One and the Formula One drivers in the great fights, you know, around the globe to promote a motorsport as a really great sport.
Promote the interest, yes, but you have to remember that Formula One it's up here.
Yes.
And what we do is, you know, 90% grassroots. We need to build the sport from the grassroots, but it can definitely, you know, if we meet somewhere in between, it would be brilliant. Interest on the Formula One runs the interest in all the other things that we do within motorsport, and that will increase, of course, the number of participants and things coming up from the grassroots.
There is a lot of talk about the safety in motorsport, although other sports generate more injuries and accidents. But when it happens in motorsport, it's a bigger impact. How does the FIA ensure the safety of competitors and social education that's the best in safe and speed?
Well, I think, you know, safety has always been a priority for the FIA. It's been hard for the ASNs to actually live up to the safety requirements of the FIA. But, you know, accidents happens. You cannot work around all of them. But you know, from my point of view, safety is like a full priority for the FIA, and I don't think that we can work any better with the safety. Look at the halo, for example, in Formula One. That is
great respect of the drivers. And
and you know, it's been developed from FIA from the beginning, and look where we are now. I think it's amazing. So let's just continue on with the direction and the things we've started working at with safety.
There is always a risk in motorsport, but
always
we can try and we.
It's a risk with everything we do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's life. That's
yeah,
life.
it is.
Anna, Sweden and Scandinavia are synonymous for driving safety.
You think so? Okay, yeah.
I'm sure about it, yes. How did you manage to build such a mentality among Scandinavia?
Well, it's like I said, you know, it's safe. We've learned from FIA in the beginning, and I think we kept on we kept on having safety as a priority within Scandinavia, because there's nothing more important for the driver and the co-driver and people around us and building and spectators to be safe. I think perhaps we also have quite hard restrictions on road safety. Authorities and low speed areas and things, and it's just in our head, you know. It's
and people
something.
Just respect it, which
yeah,
is important,
we
yes.
do respect it, and it's not because that we have strong penalties or something. It's because we respect the surrounding around us, you know, children, schools, and whatever.
So how to treat, you know, the other drivers and ourselves better? How can we do it in other countries as well, to be on the level of Scandinavia and Sweden?
Well, I think, you know, it's something we grew up with. Perhaps it's hard just to put into another country. It's something we learned from the beginning. We don't get driver's license until we're 18, for example. But it's the respect of the surroundings around you, because you know, you're just a driver, but you have to take everything else into consideration. Yes. So I think we learned that from the beginning.
Diana, we start, and you mentioned at the very beginning of our interview that you start as a woman in the motorsport in FIA. So that's my last question as well. There are more and more women in motorsport, from engineers, strategists, and rally drivers too, which is great. It is still not a big percentage, unfortunately. Is there a chance to change it? Can you see, how can you see the future of women in motorsport?
Well, when I started the Women in Motorsport, you know, we always spoke about the driver all the time. I think that's so wrong. You know, me coming from the Ice Hockey Federation, being the first woman in one of the boards for the Ice Hockey Federation in Sweden, and that was like 2014. We don't need to speak about the drivers only and the co-drivers. We need to speak about women everywhere. If I go to a Formula 1 paddock, I can see female working everywhere in the paddock, and so we should stop just focusing on female drivers, because if we promote a female everywhere within motorsport, I'm sure they will.
It's going to be natural.
Yeah, it's going to be natural. They will come up and pop up everywhere. So. And I know there are good engineers, good leaders, good communication, marketing, and whatever. It's you know, it's more promoting women.
Yes, and motorsport and sport is very complex, and there is a lot of space for newness, a lot of space for new way of thinking as well.
Yeah.
And that's why we need women in the motorsport.
Yeah, for sure. You know, diverse will, you know, it will take us forward. I'm sure about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are the best example of that one.
Oh, you
women
think so?
in motorsport. Absolutely, I'm sure about it.
Yeah.
Anna, thanks a lot for joining us.
Yeah.
We are very happy that you are here in Poland. That's
Yeah.
the first time, but I'm sure it's not the last time.
It will not be the last time. No, no. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Thank you.